Okay, once you have done your 5 waves of castle defense, as I said, so we've just finished doing our wave 5, our next wave is actually wave 6. You can either leave or you can stay, it's completely up to you. I'm just going to do one more wave here just to make sure that this is completed. And obviously you can see that we're getting our stats up as well. So the highest stats that you can get is actually 120s. It's not 100. It's not 99, sorry. So once you've reached your... Oh, these stealth archers can just go straight through, by the way, so do be careful. But yeah, once you have hit your wave 5, I believe you should be done. I'm just going to go to wave 6 really quick right here, just to make sure that this is actually going to be completed. So we're just going to take down the rest of these here real quick. And this should be completely done now because that was wave 6. So then we can click leave right here. And then there we go. Complete 5 waves of castle defense has been completed. So obviously you don't get the rewards being under wave 10. But we can go back into the bank over here and we can pull out our starter book. And we can see what's next on the list. So upgrade a perk is the next one on the list. So these are the perks for this game. So we've got 235 perks in total. I'd recommend getting the Prayer Protector perk as soon as possible. It increases the percentage of damage blocked when using protection prayers. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to get this perk done. What I'd recommend is to do this perk first. So it requires 50 prayer potions and 100 big bones. So we can go get 100 big bones by killing any monster. You've also got big healing right here, which is another really good one, which is increase the amounts of hit points you heal per magical fish. So for the sake of this guide, I'm just going to go ahead and get that one done. So we can go here and we can grab out our cash. And then we're going to head on over here to the Ghostly Merchant. So for this, we need 50 Saradomin Brews and 500 Monkfish, I believe. Oh, sorry, 100 Saradomin Brews and 500 Monkfish. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick ourselves up 100 Saradomin Brews. And then we're going to pick up 500 Monkfish. Then we can go to our perk tree here and we can upgrade the big healing perk. So that is another one done. And the next one is activate an aura. So the aura I would recommend going for to begin with is if you head on over to pest control, you can trade the Void Knight over here and you can see that we need to get the aggression aura. So this aggression aura requires you to get 2000 pest control points. From the looks here, it's going to take quite a few runs, around about 100 to 200 potentially, based on your donator rank. So the donator rank will actually increase how many pest control points you actually get per game. So a normal donator, you get times 12 pest control, or you get 12 pest control points. Super, you get 14. 16 for Extreme, 18 for Elite, 20 for Ultimate, 24 for Supreme, and 30 for Eternal. Now, in order to get this is the aura I would recommend going for. It's going to take you quite a bit of time. So if you decide you wanted to do something else before you went and got this, you more than welcome can. I'd recommend upgrading your primal tracks right here. So you got some very easy tracks you can do in between. So completing one pest control run, completing one easy slayer task. You could select these whilst you're doing your starter tasks. You also got Receiver's Monster Drop Collector's Sigil. So we just got the Collector's Sigil. There's a lot of this stuff you can do in between. This is basically going to help you along the way. Like we've got here, kill one Vote Knight. So the Vote Knight is a rolled boss, as you can see right here. Once this hits 50 votes, we can then go ahead and kill a vote boss. I'm going to wait for a vote boss to spawn here real quick, and then I will show you the vote boss and I will show you the drop table of the items you can get from the vote boss. Now, if you have voted like we have from our starter book, we can 100% get double rewards from the vote boss after we have voted. So I will bring you guys back once a vote boss is spawned, and we will get that killed, and I will show you what we can get from that. Okay boys, couple more things I wanted to go over while we are waiting for this vote boss to actually spawn is the referral codes. So you can also do : ref and then swifter in game. So we can do : ref swifter in game. Unfortunately, I've already redeemed a promo code, but that will also get you your first bond, and for that it will be a $10 bond, I believe, which will be a good progress towards your getting your first towards your donor rank. So you can get your donor rank up, and once you got your donor rank up, there's a few commands in game that I want to go over. So for the first one, you can also do Control F, and it brings up the forging interface. We also have a scrapping interface, which is Control S, but you can access it from the forging menu as well, as you can see. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can actually scrap. So you can scrap golden crates to get Slayer keys, you can scrap fangs to get key fragments. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can scrap, with some more end game stuff, where you can scrap sigil pieces for a potential aura, apex egg, apex boxes, broken shadow reaver staff to get shadow keys. There's a bunch of bossing scraps as well, where you can scrap different boss drops in order to get counterparts or items that you may need, such as PVM tickets, ancient plates, more ancient plates, shadow gem keys for ancient plates or ancient essence, keystones for astral boxes or astral cores, and all bits and pieces like that. Now, some other commands that we have in game is, once you've gotten your first donor rank or you have voted on your account, you can actually do Control B anywhere. So it says you must be a donator or vote in the last 24 hours to use that command. We also have a bunch of item stats where you can check out your gear and what you need to be working towards. So, for example, the Temperate Scimitar that we have got so far should be down here somewhere. It is not, because it's only showing the top. Yeah, it's only showing the top 100 items, so our Temperate Scimitar is not actually on this list. But as everything that you get throughout will start to appear on this list, and it will show you basically what you should be working towards next. Obviously, you've got AoE weapons such as the Sanguine Scythe of Vita, which is this one right here. Now, not all scythes are AoE, but most of them are. So the Granite Scythe, for example, if we examine the Granite Scythe, it just says allows you to enter the Haunted Halls minigame. It is AoE inside of the Haunted Halls minigame, but is not AoE on the outside of Haunted Halls. However, if we go to the Sanguine Scythe, it has a radius of 1x1 outside Doomcore, but then it has a radius of 3x3 inside of Doomcore. Another one, for example, would be the Reaper Scythe. It is not an AoE weapon, but it just provides 50% damage boost while fighting bosses that are in your Reaper contract. I will talk more about the Reaper contracts a little bit later on. But then we have the upgraded version to that, which is the Grim Scythe, which deals double hits while fighting bosses that are in your Reaper contract. We have Phantom Scythe, which is an AoE weapon. We have the Curse Scythe, which is also an AoE weapon, but it is more AoE inside of the Curse Ruins. So it's a 3x3 inside the Curse Ruins, but a 1x1 outside of the Curse Ruins. Then we have the Frozen Scythe, which is an AoE radius of 1x1 outside of the Chambers of Frost, but 3x3 inside the Chambers of Frost. And that is all of the AoE scythes. Now we have one AoE range weapon, which is highly considered the best range weapon in the entire game, the Hand Cannon. So deals double hits with hand cannon shots in the aura slot, and with hand cannon shots in your inventory, it deals AoE damage. So it's got an AoE radius of 2x2, or inside of the Tides of Havoc raid, it has a radius of 3x3. Very, very powerful weapons. I will be real. They are extremely, extremely powerful. Other weapons and things like that do not deal AoE damage. Now, some other things I would like to go over is the collection logs. So we have a bunch of collection logs in this game for the raids. So we have Ragnarok raids, Chambers of Frost raids, and the Tides of Havoc raid, where you can get yourselves the hand cannon, the barrel chest anchor, and the Ravage Jack's eye to make the Ravage Jack's cutlass. Very, very end game raid, I will be honest. We have a bunch of other things that are also seasonal related. Then we have boxes. So we have mystery boxes, epic boxes, legendary boxes, mythic boxes, and omni boxes. Oh, and apex boxes, of course. And then we have some other ones such as the astral boxes, cosmetic crates. We have Forsaken crates where you can get yourself some Forsaken armor. Champion crates, Rabid Jack's crates, which are from the TOH, which is the Tides of Havoc raid. Reaper crates from Reapers. All of the stuff from Jad. This can be some very, very good armor for you for early game. Going all the way up to Cyan, where you can get a Cyan Jad plush, the full Cyan armor, the Amulet of Jad Cyan, and the Ring of Jad Cyan. Then we have some more end game bits like the Platinum gifts, the wing crates, etc. Then we have a bunch of stuff inside of the miscellaneous as well. Such as Brimstone keys, Curse keys, Slayer keys, and Activity keys. A bunch of pets. They all do different things. So we have Combat Monkeys, which is a 12.5% damage boost, going up to a 125% damage boost at a tier 10. To upgrade the pets, all you have to do is just use them on each other. Then we have obviously legendary pets, epic pets, and normal pets, plus apex pets at the end game, which is a combined pet, so these are all fusion pets. Then we have the Pest Control collection log. We have the Castle Defense collection log. Cursed Weapons collection log, where you can curse weapons to upgrade their stats. These are some very good mid-game weapons. Then we have Astral Key dungeons, where you can get yourself globes to make lanterns. Or if you're lucky enough to get all 3 claws, you can make yourselves a pair of astral claws. This game, of course, does also have a sink in the game as well, an item sink, where you can sacrifice items to get treasury coins to be able to buy some of the best secondary pets in the entire game. So yeah, this game is very, very fulfilled. We have 504 players on as of right this second. This will also show you what the current season is, etc. So I'll bring you guys back in just a moment and we will go over the next thing. Okay boys, so the V-Boss has just spawned, so we can do : V-Boss. It'll appear up here and it'll also appear down here. So we can go ahead and fight this thing right here. So we're going to put on our Prey Melee and we're going to drink our Super Combat Potion. So the V-Boss is got quite a lot of HP. Quite a lot of people, as you can see, do end up coming to this boss. So our plan is basically to kill this, and the rewards we can get from this is 250 mil cash guaranteed. We can get all of these lovely bits and pieces right here. So the cash is really going to help us out. We also want to have our track selected for killing one Vote Knight. So we can select this track right here. So then once this boss dies, we can then complete this track. Some of the other end game rewards you can get from this is double and triple drop tokens, some legendary boxes, some damage boost potions, some drop rate boost potions, double drop potions, some mythic boxes, $5 untradeable bond, OP potion, and a bunch of other untradeable bonds such as $10, $25 and $50 bonds. Obviously, if we can get any of these drops, we can then get ourselves our donor rank. So donor rank is a very, very, very good thing to get. Obviously, while we're here, we can actually bank. I haven't actually voted on this account, so we can't as of right now. So the boss does have a lot of HP. There is normally some more people here, but it is quite early right now in the day. And it's also a weekday, so that doesn't also help our situation at all. But this boss will go down fairly quickly. As you can see, there's quite a lot of people here right now. So it will go down eventually. It's just going to take some time to get it down. Obviously, using drop tokens does actually affect the rates here. So if you use a triple drop token, you will get triple the amount of loot that you normally would. So there is no specific damage cap that you need to hit. You just need to be in the area when it dies. So we've got our prey melee on, so we should be okay. Just waiting for this to go down. It's nearly there. 160k health. Not too bad. It should go down right here in a moment. So let's just get this down. And then we can move on to, we can actually move on to the next thing after that. And then I will show you what to do next. So there we go. As you can see, our primal track has been completed. So we get given 2 points out of 43. And the loot we ended up getting from it was our 250ml cash, a vote book, a gamble box vote, and 10 activity keys. So when you've got a decent amount of keys, I would recommend then coming over here to the activity chest. So to use your activity and Slayer keys, we have the Slayer chest here, we have the activity chest here. There's a lot of different roles on here. This is the interface for the roles, so you can get mystery boxes, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. If you don't really care about watching animation, you can just click quick open, or if you really don't want to watch anything, you can just click open 100. And then you can also do the exact same thing on your mystery boxes. As you can see, we did just get quite lucky right there, and we ended up getting ourselves 2 $100 bonds, which we can actually then use here. And that just blasted us through the normal donator and nearly at the super donator. So once now we've got a donator status, we can actually do Control B, and that will bring up our bank right here. We also got some rewards for getting that donator rank, so we can use those as well. Where we got two double drop tokens, should I say, which is not too shabby. Now, to level up your weaponry and everything else, you would want to go through the item forging interface. On the item forging interface, we can then go from the Temperous Scimitar to the Sky Reaver Sword. It requires the Temperous Scimitar and the Penance Shards. To get the Penance Shards, we can go over to Monsters right here, and we can go to the Penance Dungeon where you can get the Penance Shards. So you can either start leveling up your weapons, you can go for your aura. The aura is also very, very strong. I don't know if I really went over that, but the aura itself is extremely strong. So we can go back over here and we can trade the Void Knight. So the aggression aura causes surrounding mobs to automatically become aggressive towards you for 30 minutes with a 4-hour cooldown. You can level this up to a tier 5, which then reduces the cooldown down to a 2-hour cooldown instead of it being 4 hours at a tier 5. It goes down by half an hour each time. So that will help you a massive deal. So give me 2 moments and I will show you guys the next thing to do. Okay guys, so this is going to be the end of part 2. If you want to continue with the guide, please watch part 3 and I will see you guys over in part 3.